plan was to spend the winter writing music and playing guitar. Here I am, sequestered in a cabin in the middle of the night, well into the morning almost, sitting around strumming and plucking and eating burritos. Said it before, I'll say it again. Doesn't get any better than this. It is certainly time to hunker down. It's been a blast tonight and into this early morning. Hard to believe, but on the longest day of the year, of course, the sun rises early. Hard to believe, particularly early. So, probably. I'm going to tuck in for left of the morning until I can't sleep anymore. Cheers for see you back. Hey, get out of here. Morning. Chipmunk in the cabin. So, let's see if I can flush it out. I figure where I'm going for the day and what I'm doing here. Really good sleep. Really good sleep. Just the right temperature, nice and peaceful. Some peace of mind for bears. I know I could wish I could look at that as well, but that's just a constant phobia I'll have to deal with, and eventually either lose my fear of bears or succumb to one. Markers all dried up. The signs are better than the old CWS Stumpy. Got some logging truck on chest. Because the road is right there. That's the only downside is there is a resource road right there. But it's not really traveled. There's two vehicles I think I've heard down at the moment. So that's great. Aside from a few Hunger Down stickers, I have left some other things. A couple of these flashlights up here, because there is no other source of light in here. I did bring that lantern, but I don't want to leave it because it's full of naphtha and we don't want to get the fire here. So that is staying. Speaking of leaving flammable things, I am leaving two of these butane cylinders because they are approved for kind of storage. These aren't going to leak. And just over the stove right there. Leaving some Ziploc containers, and I brought this and leaving it. I don't know if it was there anymore. Here it stays, anyways. I'm gonna load up the car. The mosquitoes are actually already coming into the cabin. There was really none last night, maybe one or two buzzed around, but I'm probably not going to linger around too long. But we'll load this up, check it out outside. If the mosquitoes get too bad, then I'll be off. Get back up there. It's beautiful out there. Mosquitoes really seem to come in waves. They're good for a while, and then suddenly I just get swarmed. So I'm in a little bit of a mosquito break right now. Love it. Also leaving behind a bundle of some $58 gas station. That looks good to me in here. It's going to find accommodation for the evening. Just as I found it. onto me. Let's get out of here. Thanks everybody for watching. Please consider subscribing. This week, things didn't go quite how I expected. I had a big project. This, but it really dumped rain for the last week, so it's been going from wildfire risks to evacuation prep to flood evacuations and flood prep. So it's an interesting state of affairs right now. Things seem to be leveling out. Rain has stopped, but with that rain, we have these wonderful mosquitoes now. So that makes camping extra good. But anyway, I'm just getting people out of here, so I'm just gonna grab the last little bit, and we're gonna get out of here. That's all I got left to load up. Let's run. It's like they just all swarm at once. Shooting off pheromones to let them know there's a sucker here. Okay, thanks guys for watching. Shot at absolute majesty here. Cheers everybody. Thanks for watching.
Lowe's knows when you need a new appliance, you need it fast. So we offer next day delivery of hundreds of appliances. Plus, members save more. And we'll haul away your old one. When you need it fast, we've got you covered. Shop Lowe's today. We help, you save.
Purina One Live Clean reduces the major allergen in cat hair and damper, starting on day 21.
That rain is really coming down. Seems like the water has put out that sparking on the tower, so that's good. There's still power around here, so I'll have problems that fix themselves. So that's the store over there, where I got all that stuff. Bridge from up top. House over there with all the lights off, that's great. Another house over there with the lights on, that's bad. And the rain, that's bad. Let's get under my bridge. Oh, it's better. These sticky balls are both on me. Kate gonna get in the hammock and try to film this. Oh, this never goes well. Yep, pretty bunker down in the sleeping bag. That was an ordeal. Hammocks are great once you get into them, but you want to be sure you got everything you need to do done before you get in a hammock. Laid up here. Couch here. Sadly, the camera quite fit in there, but I think the water and my cell phone is stuck up there. So it's pretty good in here. And no mosquitoes, so it doesn't get any better than this. Good night, everybody. Howdy, everyone. That wasn't so bad, was it? Um, Perfect sleep, perfect temperature. Um, Not a lot of traffic, but when there was, when the big transport trucks go over this, it sounds like thunder, and the whole bridge shakes, and the hammock's attached to the bridge. So it was a few startling times getting woken, but this is great. Oh, one little sticky ball. He's stuck on the old hammock. So I'm gonna get up. It's like 9:30, so I actually managed to kind of sleep in a little bit, which is nice. And there's that little restaurant up there, DJ's, and I'd like to zip up and see if I can grab some breakfast. Mm-hmm. I was tempted to sleep more though, but yeah. Found a bit of the usual garbage we're going to take out here. I don't have a garbage bag with me, but I'll wash this anyways, so that works. Okay, this place looks spiffy, and sadly, as it's starting to feel like home, it's time to pack up and get out of here, but breakfast is calling. Let's go. Ow, my neck. Oh, okay, I didn't crouch down. Going up there. Oh, rusty bridge scraped me. I'm not cut or anything, but yeah, for camping on rusty bridges, get your tetanus shots and everything. Make sure you're up to date. Just like nothing ever happened. Yeah, old Sparky made it through the night, so that's good. This makes up for that dinner last night. All right, so that concludes this trip. Ride is here. I am well fed with breakfast to make up for that horrible, horrible dinner. And I thought about it, and obviously I should have just made some cold wraps instead of trying to heat them up, or made a proper sauce. But you never know what you're gonna get. Like this was a really good spot. It had a bunch of frozen food in here, a bunch of deli meats, a bunch of vegetables. But in a pinch, I probably should have planned better. But I hate spending a lot of time in the small store trying to figure out dinner because it just makes me look like a shoplifter. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week. Things seem to be rolling pretty good, so cheers everybody.
We move. I drive. You help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
I'm actually always on eBay looking at car parts. So yet to kind of really make my own car and make it completely mine. This is my starter pack, and then I gotta find the rest of it. Thanks for watching. Go find the things that you love on eBay.
Hey everybody, welcome Welcome to Camping with Steve. I've wanted to do this video for a very long time, but I haven't been able to find the perfect spot to do it. And of course that is the roundabout. Right behind me is the perfect roundabout. I crawled in there the other day to see if it'd be possible, and there's just enough room. It's not going to be big enough for a tent or a hammock or even a cot, but on the ground I should be just fine. Rush hour is happening right now, so there's a lot of traffic coming through. I can't crawl in there quite yet. I'm gonna wait for it to calm down a little bit. But in the meantime, I gotta grab dinner and just a real easy meal for tonight. We'll make like a chicken wrap or something, whatever I can find from the grocery store. Because after the fiasco with the fire last time, I don't want to light one in a place like that. That would be nothing but trouble. Now, before I grab food, I'm going to run into Princess Auto and grab a high-vis vest and a big garbage bag so I can look less suspicious. I don't know if that's going to work, but I really hope it does. And for my Canadian friends, you're going to know probably what a Princess Auto is. For those that don't, it's like a hardware store that focuses on some more like bigger industrial stuff, driveline, hydraulics, that type of stuff. But they definitely got a high-vis vest in there. Gloves and a high-vis vest. Food is a requirement, of course. And one thing I like to do for little hiking trips or when we were gold mining is that we would grab those little pre-made salads. And it could be like Caesar, Southwestern Ranch, Santa Fe style, whatever. Asian salads, it doesn't matter. Get some pre-cooked meat, dump that in there, and stick it in a pita or a wrap, and you got a real easy meal. So I'm going to do that tonight with some soup. I think I can kind of cook on a little alcohol stove. I'm not going to use the butane in all that tender, dry wood in there, but an invisible flame, what could go wrong with that? So I'll see what they got in here, and then we'll hike on over and see if we get set up for the night. Perfect. Throw the gear into this garbage bag here and head over there to see what's going on. I've managed to actually fit all of the gear for stealth camping into this little backpack, which is good. And then I got some food right back here. Dinner. And I'll go on there too. And so there I go. I'll walk over with this and see if I can get across. The traffic seems to have slowed down, so that's good. And here we go. Alright. Just going to stop here and wait for traffic to go past. Just act like I'm in here doing something with these bushes. And let's go. Right. Wanted to cross, no problem. Yeah, let's crawl into this thing. See what we can do. That's okay. We're going right past. And here we are. It's going to be what's we can't do. I got to take this high-vis off, and then we'll get set up here. This is just it's soft enough. The ground here is soft enough that I'm just using a ground sheet, a little tent footprint. Even in the best of places, people aren't really familiar with roundabouts or how to use them. So I'm glad they've placed boulders around the outside so a car is not going to squish me at night. Another really nice benefit of being in a roundabout is that people
are so focused on trying not to crash into each other that they're not going to look in here for little old me. I've got the same -7 degrees Celsius sleeping bag. Woods brand. Lay that out on the ground here. Well, that does it for setting up the shelter. Somebody recommended to me Phillips Brewing, local here. This is an implosion pilsner, and we all know I like my pilsners, so we'll just stealth crack this beer. Could have been louder, could have been quieter, but I don't think any maker. Yes. One thing I really don't like is this turquoisey blue color, because there's not a whole lot of foliage here on the lower brushes. So I'm going to turn this sleeping bag inside out. Much better, much more stealthy. I only see one piece of garbage in here. It's a old bag from the liquor stores. While I see that, I'll just put that there. Gotta keep these places looking nice and clean. There's one little spot I can actually stand up in the middle here, so that's pretty good. Nice thing is, if you really wanted to get in here, you gotta crawl on your hands and knees from any of the access points around the outside of this. I really hope there's no sprinkler system in here. I didn't see one, but it wouldn't surprise me if they put one in. The police drove past, and they slowed down a little bit, but they just kept going. I'm sure that's the first of many times they're going to drive by tonight. So keep the lights low and just stay hunkered down. Traffic has not died down yet, and I hope it does soon, because I really want to put that high-vis vest on again and crawl out through one of these holes to see if I can see the little sleeping bag set up, if I really look hard. I don't think so, because I'm in like the part where there's just shadows here, and aside from a few headlights hitting me in the face, there shouldn't be too much to see. There's other spots behind me, and those spots are more in the light, but I'm in the perfect spot for this. I'm not going to do that alcohol stove in here, because